Welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let's dive into the latest Ravens news I have for you today. So, Yahoo Sports came out with an article that said that the Ravens corner depth is looking a lot different because of the season-ending injuries to Robert Longbeamer and Behel Coney. I disagree with this. It makes it sound like that the Ravens are really tight at corner now. Mind you, their injuries are going to impact the Ravens in some capacity. I don't think they're going to impact or have an impact as such as the Yahoo Sports thinks. I think that they're going to have an impact in a way where it's like, okay, we need to find a corner for dirt cheap that we can kind of fill the void that's there. But this isn't the end of the world for them. For the Ravens at least. So, I'll get into that in the later video or later on in the video with who the Ravens are looking at adding or some predictions to who the Ravens should add. So, in terms of the corner position, mind you, Coney and Longbeamer were coming into their own in this training camp. It's just really unfortunate. Prayers up for their speedy recovery. We probably won't see Longbeamer until the beginning of the 2026 season, and Kone is a different story because he tore both ACL and MCL. So we probably will see him back later in the 2026-27 season and not full 100% until the 2027 season begins. So, yeah, prayers up for them. Hopefully there's no issue with their recovery, and looking forward to seeing them back in the pads wearing the purple. But again, we have a pretty stacked corner. We have Marlon Humphrey, we have Nate Wiggins, we have Jair Alexander, Chidobe Awuzie. Not to mention that Jalen Armour-Davis had a standout defensive performance against the Colts in the preseason game. It was just one of those whoa moments. You didn't expect that out of him. 2 pass deflections, really did well in man coverage. It was just one of those things that Zach Orr was right when he mentioned Jalen Armour-Davis, saying that he is one of the most talented corners that they have, but he needs to stay healthy. So here's something to look at here, something to monitor. Let's hope that he stays healthy, because the way he played then, I want to see him taking reps in the corner position and not just special teams. So hopefully he does stay healthy. But looking at this, it's again, maybe the Ravens should look at adding a veteran presence. We'll get to that later. But this isn't the end of the world. We've got depth and we've got talent in the corner position. So it's nothing to be worried about to an extent. Moving on to more training camp news here. So Keaton Mitchell didn't practice on Monday. I kind of expected because of his injury he's nursing right now. John Harbaugh did say that it wasn't too serious, like I said in the previous video. Again, Keaton Mitchell had one of a really awesome performance against the Colts in the preseason opener. I agree with this 100% that we shouldn't rush him back if he is has an injury. I think that we should just wait until the regular season. I think he absolutely proved that he deserves to be in the Ravens running back room. Just a great standout performance by him, and no need to rush this. Just let him rest. If he's 100% back to play on limited snaps for the preseason at least, and then we get to the regular season. Also, Malachi Starks intercepted Lamar Jackson. We probably missed a Lamar Jackson helmet throw, but great to see that Malachi Starks is, I guess in this sense, is intercepting the best quarterback in the league. It just shows how well his development is going. Didn't have it's true still in my opinion, but there's maybe some controversy with this. Didn't have the greatest preseason performance. Obviously, that's his first preseason game. Gets the jitters out, he gets to calm down a little bit, but it wasn't what we were hoping for. But again, first preseason game, and again, comment if you disagree with this, but he still looked pretty good. So like the sky's the limit for him. So, but especially if you're picking off the best quarterback in the league, Lamar Jackson. Also, Lamar Jackson and DeAndre Hopkins hit a 40-yard touchdown pass. One of the best highlights of the practice day, according to media that were there. So great to see that Lamar Jackson and DeAndre Hopkins are just building that chemistry together. We're probably going to see a lot more of that as the season goes on, and especially towards the latter half of the season. Moving on to, this is where I wanted to add the corner depth position here. So the Ravens are looking at, according to media outlets, that Christopher Knox of Bleacher Report said that the Ravens should consider adding veteran quarterback Rasul Douglas as a depth piece, because again, with Kone out, with Longby out, we need to add a veteran, probably a veteran depth piece there. Douglas is coming off a bit of a down year with the Bills. He only recorded 58 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 5 pass defensed, while allowing a passer rating of 122.0 in coverage. Not very good, but players can have bounce back years. So maybe if we sign him for dirt cheap, maybe he can, find his footing on the Ravens and definitely provide some level of, expertise and depth to that position. If we get him for dirt cheap, let's go right ahead. So he did receive an offer from Miami Dolphins, but he declined it. Probably because the Dolphins are not a contender. I'm sorry, they aren't. On paper right now, but maybe something does happen. But they haven't been a contender for the last couple of seasons. So, maybe he's looking for a contender team. The Ravens are absolutely a contender team. We're a Super Bowl winning team. We are going to win the Super Bowl this year, and he wants to be a part of it. Let's give it to him. He wants to be a part of us, get that ring as a Raven. Let's give it to him. Okay, I want to see it happen. Moving on, answering some comments from the last video. So someone had mentioned that about my comment about Daniel Falele. We aren't telling them we're playing with our QB. We ain't playing with our QB. Like, if that happens to Lamar Jackson when Daniel Falele gets pushed down and Lamar Jackson gets sacked, I'm not dealing with any injury scare or anything like that. There's going to be hell to pay if Lamar gets injured because of Daniel Falele. Like, we're going to cry wolf pretty much. We're just going to, the amount of hell to pay with this. We ain't having it with the offensive line. I totally 100% agree. Like, we need to find the best pieces. If it's a rookie offensive lineman or Ben Cleveland or whoever, get Daniel Falele out of there, please. I'm so done. Thank you for agreeing with me on that. It's just one of those things that it's like, the experiment's over. I don't know why Ravens, like I said in previous videos, we're going on a rant again here. Why Ravens coaching staff insists that Daniel Falele should be the right guard starter, or maybe he's the one that they think is in the lead for right guard starter. That performance right there in the preseason opener against the Colts, I would be like, no, you're benched. Like, you're gonna be a depth piece now. We're gonna try someone else in the next couple of games here. Mind you, I get it. Like, an excuse for rust or excuse for hey, we're not going up against our own defense as an opposing team. Get that, but you're inconsistent all last season, and now this. Get them off the depth chart, please. Someone else commented that Gaskin is the Miles Gaskin is the Melvin Gordon for this year, and he's used for preseason and garbage time. 100% agree. Like, Gaskin, the Ravens signed Gaskin specifically to replace Keaton Mitchell in the preseason. Simply to see if he can show out himself, show off, and be able to, be a piece to another team. And maybe someone picks him up either after the preseason or later on, because that's the only reason why, because we needed to fill that void that Keaton Mitchell left because of his injury. Like, we're we're nursing it. We're just like, we're not taking it. We're not taking it for granted. We're just saying, hey, rest up. We'll see it in the regular season if we have to. So I love that comment that the next Melvin Gordon, because that's what Melvin Gordon was when he was a Raven, just garbage time and death piece until he fumbled the darn ball. Everyone remembers that game. Oof. But again, so done with Daniel Falele. Gaskin's definitely going to be, let's call him an expendable here. Thank you for tuning into Ravens today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Catch you all later.